All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Out of the gun now on third down. The open man is short. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Here's a give to Fournette. And still fighting. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one after the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Go!
try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Jackson on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He may try and run for this. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Lucky 56.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's getting the fresh legs.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gone! 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 Gone!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
The give is to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 7. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
You got him. You got him. You got him. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
On second down, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Hard throw. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, 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 over!
They'll run it again with Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to go up top again. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
No, check, Patriot!
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Detroit!
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Keep 15. Keep 15. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jags, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
You